that is post our data again one more time. Cool. So now here you can see that we are getting all of our data, which is a body of a following title, which is nothing but an HTTP post request. Hi, my name is Abhishek, and in this video we are going to decode all the data that we are getting under form of response after posting a post request or a REST API. I recommend you to watch my previous video, which is over how to perform a post method request over a REST API. So here, as per our previous video, after printing the following method, that is after pressing the following button, we are getting all of our data, which is a posting data, and we are getting all of our data under the form of JSON template. So in this video, let's decode all the JSON data that we are getting under the form of response from the REST API. We can create a new mapping between a string and dynamic to catch all the values that we are receiving under the form of JSON template. So to do that, we can create a new mapping between a string as well as a dynamic. Now we can give any sort of name to our mapping, but for this video I will simply give it a name to be a data model. So after posting all the data, we can construct a new method. Now this method shall be responsible for decoding all the data. So here I can simply give it a name, let's say decode data. The following decode data method shall be also going to be asynchronous. Under the following decode data method, we can do one thing, that is create a new final variable for a map. Now we can give any sort of name to our map. So here I will write a parse data. Now this parse data will be simply awaiting for the JSON decoder. So think about it, how can we decode all the JSON data? The simple solution is using Dart's JSON decoder library, which comes under a form of Dart convert library. So to do that, we can do one thing, that is get all the JSON, that is JSON codec, and decode all the data. Now this decode data will be simply taking a source under the form of string, but we are getting all the data under the form of dynamic, which is a dynamic data. So to get all the data under the form of string, we can construct a new string, which will be simply a mock data. So under our post data method, we can do one thing, that is state the state of the following response that will be receiving after posting a data, which is a mock data. So here I can set the state of the following mock data of response dot to string. Now after setting a state of the following response under a mock data, we can get a following mock data and provide it under the form of source to our JSON decode method. Now after getting all the parse data from our map, we can now start getting all the form of parse data, which is a simple string, and the string shall be under a mapping of string and dynamic. So here I can simply print a following parse data, and the following parse data we will be simply getting a title. So here if I provided a title, now we have completed all the decoding method that will be requiring. Quite simple, isn't it? But here's the thing, the following method is going to be asynchronous. So instead of printing a value under this post data, we can do one thing, that is create an when complete phrase to our future method, and here we can simply give it an async method, and this async statement shall be just getting an await statement to decode all the data. So here I can write decode data. You can format document once. Cool. So we have completed our method for decoding all the data, and under this method we are simply printing a parse data statement under the form of entity of a title. So let's try it out. So under my debug console, we can simply post the data, and here after posting a data, you can see we are getting a response under just a particular entity name, which is simply a title. So let's do one thing, that is print other statements as well. So I can copy the print statement and paste it twice, and also rename the following entity names. So here I will write body as well as a user ID, and similarly an ID. Press Ctrl and S. So after posting this method again, you can see we are getting all of our data under a form of string, which is a single entity name. Now this was all about for decoding a data, but here's a fact. Now to print a following data under our Flutter application, we need to assign the following entity name to an empty string. So let's do that thing. So here instead of printing all the statement, we can set the state of the following parse data to the following entity name, which are going to be as well. So here under this mock data, we can construct a new empty strings for other title, body, user ID as well as title. So here we will be assigning a simple title, which will be an empty string. Now there's a difference between a null string and an empty string. You will be simply getting an error about a null string if you try to get all the data under a null string, So to get rid of the following error, we will be simply constructing an empty string but not a null string. So here I can format my document once. So under this set state method, we can do one thing, that is assign the following properties of the following empty strings to the following parse data entities. So here I will write title, which shall be equal to the parse data, and from this parse data we can simply fetch the title, which we are getting under form of response. So we can copy the following thing and paste it thrice, and here I can get entity name of a body. Similarly, here I will get entity name of user ID and also parse a data from the user ID, and same goes for the ID. Here I will simply not print but parse the ID. You can format document once. Cool. So we are getting all of our empty strings here. So we can do one thing, that is below this button we will be simply displaying all of our data that we have posted to the following REST API, and we have gotten a following response under the form of string, not a dynamic but a string. Here we are simply getting child as a material button to our center. So here I can simply refactor the following into a column, and under this column we can simply now start getting a text widget for each of our data. So here I will write simply a text. Now this text shall be, let's say, so we have constructed our statement here. You can just format the document once and press Ctrl and S. Now you can see we are getting all of our values which are null for now. So we can do one thing, that is post a data. So we are getting an error here about the following int type, because we have not fetched the following string under a int but a string. So to fix up that, we can simply play the following warning. Cool. And here we can do one thing, that is parse the following thing under the form of toString. Same for our ID, which is toString. Now we can just reload our application once, that is post our data again one more time. Cool. So now here you can see that we are getting all of our data, which is a body of a following title, which is nothing but an HTTP post request. Is awesome that we have written here, that is Flutter is awesome, and it has a user ID of 5000 having an ID of 101. Now this is a simple way of decoding all of your data which you will be receiving from the REST API. Now this is just a simple example, that is we are not getting a list of data but just a following JSON template. Now there are going to be various scenarios where we will be getting a huge list of our data, and we need to construct a Podo class, which is plain old Dart object class, for decoding all the data, and the following data shall be auto decoded under a JSON serializable. Now this was just a small example over how can we decode a simple JSON template data under the form of this body. So this was all about for the following tutorial where you can decode all the data. And if you have come so far, a subscribe to my channel shall be just mind blowing. So regardless of that, if you have loved this tutorial, you can like this video. Also comment out all of what you have liked the most. You can also connect me on my social media handles which are shown up. So if you have learned something new, I am grateful for you. So in the next tutorial, we are going to decode all the data which will be receiving under the form of list, which will be constructed under a Podo class, which is plain old Dart object. I am getting used to the following thing. So I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.